From Chinese martial arts being practiced 4,000 years ago to amateur boxing first getting introduced into the Olympics in 1904, combat sports have been practiced all around the world. In Senegal, a form of wrestling known as lam or la lutte has rapidly taken over the country. What was once a leisure activity for fishermen and farmers has now become the most sought-after profession here in Senegal. Let's find out how their passion for this ancient art form drives them to realize their dreams of being the next champion. My name is Cain Velasquez. I am a two-time MMA world champion, and I've fought for over 10 years. I've practiced and perfected almost every combat sport out there, but I have yet to be introduced to lam. Now that I've come to Senegal, I want to learn more about the beliefs and customs associated with lam and how it's become an integral part of the Senegalese culture. Dakar is known for the beautiful beaches, and a lot of the up-and-coming wrestlers actually train here. So we're here to check out our practice. What's the first thing that you're looking for when you're out there competing?
dëgg la xam nga tey bu ñu bëri nii su ma njëkkee jàpp ngeen mu jàppagoo mën naa la xañ ngeen ba daan la ci mais boo jàppee ma jàpp ke lay commencé mooy bëri Sénégal quoi waaw.
How is it training on sand and also competing on sand?
booy bëri ci gekk bi da ngay xoosu da ngay gaañu yëpp ay gaañu xam nga ne bokkul mën ngaa samp ci bopp ci suuf mën naa am problème bopp waaye bopp boo ko sampee fii du la wàññi dara waaw.
waaw bëre moom dafa nekk suñu deret ñun ci wàllu deret la ñu juddu wàññi bëre la ñu juddu suñu maam yi dañ ko doon def suñu mag yi di ko doon def ñu ñëw commencé di ko def dañuy bëre pour soutenir suñu njaboot ak suñu yaay suñu papa.
xam nga dara tëbul ak sotti waaye tamit xam nga da ngay commencé bëre ay mbapat wàññi ay mbapatu mbedd yi nga dégg ay mbapatu dëkk yi nga dem fa su demee ba si kanam su demee ba neex nag soo jëlee benn yoon drapeau rek pour nga jëlaat day yomb daal waaye jël bi mooy jafe.
lu mu wax rek noonu la ñoo bëgg a doon ay champion loolu moo tax ñu nekk ci suuf bii di wuti doole xam nga.
They're going to show me some Senegal wrestling moves. It's always good to learn from different techniques, different fighting styles. The overhook here on this side, tricep on that side, and then him throwing that leg in there, that hip, to throw his opponent down. You do that a lot as well. Yeah, Wizard, it's a good technique. Good technique. Okay. Nice. Take a knee tap, underhook to a knee tap. Okay. They're using Russian tie-ups, they're using front head and arms, they're using duck unders, single legs, whether it's Senegal wrestling, folk style wrestling, all different sports, same technique. In my sport, it's always evolving, so when you can ever go out, learn from a different sport, and take little bits from that sport and put it into your game, that's how people elevate, that's how people get better, and that's how people become champions. Senegalese wrestling is as much spiritual as it is physical. We've come here to Tival One Pool to view one of those rituals between a Senegalese wrestler and his marabout, or in other words, his spiritual advisor. This is the marabout here. He's cut down this branch, and he's going to use it for the first step of this ceremony.
waaw nga gis li la jàppoon mu bàyyi la ay mystique yu bari moo ci am da ngay soteeku ndox yooyu yëpp nit mën la bañ a ca combat bu la nit jàppee mu nga mën ko dili.
Are all the ceremonies the same with each fighter?
mbor bagage am dafa bari moom lu mu war a jëfandikoo yëpp mënalu ko boppam dafa am ay sëriñ dafa am ay conseil ñi ko wax ne moytu yi defal nii nga war a def boo duggee nii ngay toogee yooyu yëpp comme kii itam kali itam dafay tuur xarem kii dafay yor jine kii dafay yor façon bu nekkul comme ñun li ñu defee.
You want to show me the rest of the ritual that you guys perform before a competition?
waaw kii bu paree bu demee ba pare ndax desatul soog daanaka ñu ngi ci fin bi waajal mbir bi ñu ngi ci desatul dara ndax mu dem boole.
So you just finished the ceremony. How do you feel right now?
ba instant ku ma jàkkaarloo noo mënut a toll dama yaakaar ne maa la mun parce que entraînement to am na lu may doole gaynde laa yor doole gaynde.
Job Stadium in Senegal, and the energy here is crazy. The music is non-stop. The wrestlers are actually their own hype men, getting the fans on their side. The fans are screaming and they're dancing with the wrestler. The combat so far has been great. Wrestling technique has been awesome. I've seen a little bit of punches here and there thrown. These guys know how to wrestle, and they know how to punch. Boys, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, meet you.
You've been in this sport for so long. You've been a great champion. What have you learned over the years?
Mais j'ai battu tous les grands champions ici, et toutes les grandes arènes. Je suis le vrai champion, c'est pour ça qu'on me dit le Mborodi, c'est un lion. C'est comme un lion dans le combat. Je suis rapide et vite et fort.
What has this sport brought you? How has this sport changed your life?
Lamb moo changé suma àdduna. Lamb moo ma may lu ma am si àdduna. Moo ma may ay immeuble, moo ma may ay tool, moo ma may dem partout dans le monde. Président bu ne recevoir na ma à cause de lamb. Teral naa ci ku ne suma njaboot, sumay rakk, sumay yaay, yóbbu naa leen Mekk muy Makka. Def naa ci lu ne ci àdduna. maa ngi ciy sant yàlla ci laa nekk.
Now that you've been in sport for so long, in the future, how big do you see the sport growing?
waaw lamb lu ma ko gisee mooy ci téeméer laa doon bëre ak saamu karot dem na koy fay 100 millions ba 150 millions kon lamb dafa développé ndax boo xoolee man maa ngi mbër mi njëkk a bëre extérieur muy en France te kon ñu leen di remercier parce que li ngeen def nii lu rëy la merci beaucoup.
It's the last match of the night. You have the majority of the people. I would say the favorite is the wrestler in the black trunks. His name is General. He looks to be the favorite by his body size, but that doesn't matter here. Anything can happen here. They do a little bit of hand fight in the start. They feel the distance of each guy, each opponent. Some extensions being thrown, some punches being thrown. These guys looking for the exact shot, exact punch. They're in the clinch. They're doing some dirty boxing. Oh, a good combination by General. Takes him down. It wasn't a knockout, but he got him down with the punches. Look at this place. They're rushing the sand. My experience here in Senegal has been so amazing. As a professional MMA athlete and a longtime wrestler, it is key to learn from other people's sports. The similarities of this sport versus what I know of wrestling is the technique. The technique are similar all across the board when it comes to the takedowns and the strikes. The differences I would say in this sport is much more spiritual. From what these guys do before they even come out to the arena. And then once they're here in the arena, they're still going. They're still putting on the potions, hyping up the crowd. That's something different than what I'm used to. After spending some time here in Dakar, I've known now that Senegalese wrestling isn't just a sport, it's a way of life.